Just got back from LS Fest like hours ago. No joke, this has been absolutely insane. You'll see it out of order because of the way that the internet works, but it is time to go race at Hoonigan. And as the video title suggests, you know exactly what we're about to do. Untested. Tuned, but untested.
Oh, look at that muscle right there.
So we are converting from this to the best chance we have given our equipment in the shop. This is the ET Street Radial R, high stickiness for having radial bands inside of here. This is a bias ply, so there's no banding per se in there, but it's DOT legal, but you can see it looks way more drag.
Legal.
I haven't ran these in a while, so they are a little dry, I'm assuming. It is time to fire it up and drive another 4 hours in a totally different direction out to do another event. Warm it up just a second more, and we gotta test that line lock, make sure it's working. Needless to say, the brakes need to be bled. I pumped the brakes 5 times to get the fronts to do that because they were trying to hold back. Those tires needed to be scaled off. There's scaling that's on the tires that, you know, you have to get a fresh set of rubber or something like that. Slipped on something. I don't want to know what it was. The key on this car does not work for the door. It's unlocked, so if any of you guys see this and are time travelers, you can come back now and steal everything out of the car. Beautiful day. The mission of today is to do something amazing with this car right here. It doesn't look beautiful, and even unfortunately Hurt didn't recognize it until he saw the intake manifold. We're gonna do the beauty shots again. They're gonna have to Photoshop because there's no way that we're gonna do beauty shots.
So black right here.
Tons of people messaged me last night. Can you just primer that for us?
The next step is bodywork. So it's a stepping stone, and we're just more important stones right now.
Let me give you a quick rundown of what's going on. We are at this versus that. This is going to be more of a fun behind the scenes of what it takes to take a hunk of junk like this, making 1,000 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque, unbeknownst to them, and make a name for ourselves. We're going to go ahead and unload. Way easier than the 4-rotor. We're not stressed out. We got to have breakfast. I actually slept, yeah.
Rub one out, you know, before I went to sleep, so so we're feeling good.
Damn, bro, we shared a room.
Hey, bro, you were asleep, don't worry.
This isn't just, oh, we're taking the 3-rotor, and yeah, it is not the highest level car we have. Of course, we could flex with the big car. This is learning. This is growing. This is trying new things and pushing the limits. I don't think we'll blow the engine this time. I truly don't, but we're willing to push it and see what we get. The idea is that we're really racing ourselves. We're really trying to push this car harder, faster, and it's completely our engine, built in-house, assembled in-house, machined in-house, truly pushing the limits of our abilities, because that, I think, will make me a better tuner, a better driver, a better builder, all of the things that make the 4-rotor even faster. We are pushing this turbo, as we found out, beyond its compressor efficiency range. What that means is that we're pushing this turbo 110%. That's literally what was going on here. So the G42 1450, and it's coincidental I'm wearing this, is a nasty, nasty turbo. And if we can get our wastegate in line with position of it and be able to bleed some speed off, this will be the nastiest 1,000 horsepower car you've ever seen. Okay, that was a pain in the ass. Cold starting E85 is already hard. One that you're still tuning is even harder. We're gonna go ahead and roll it over and get some beauty shots. You know what I absolutely cannot stand having in my hair? Transmission fluid. You know what I absolutely love having in my hair? Keeps. You guys are the ones that brought that up while I was talking about transmission fluid before. And I'll tell you what, Keeps has been an amazing partner with this channel. As I continue to do crazy things with all of these cars, they focus on me keeping my hair. 2 out of every 3 men experience male pattern baldness by the age of 35. I'm 37 now, and so it should be well upon me, and I saw it coming early, and what I focused on was prevention, and that's exactly what Keeps is all about. It's preventing male pattern baldness related hair loss. You've got options, education, and choices that are all FDA approved, found on Keep's website. They make it straightforward to use, very easy to understand what you can do to prevent hair loss. If you're interested in learning more about what Keeps can do to help prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/RobDahm. That's KEEPS.com/RobDahm. On a side note, this stuff smells so gross, and it is a little volumizing. Maybe you can use it as like a wax. They're not really impressed with the 3-rotor right now. They're looking at it like, okay, Brian, can you go ahead and clean it up a little bit? You can't clean up what isn't there. And this is what, 37 years ago with my mom? There. Easy. I got my child-bearing hips through here. It's time to move up to this versus that area. Do you guys happen to have zip ties?
And tape for M6 is win.
That'll hold it.
Yeah.
It's been doing well so far.
It's gonna be hard for you to believe this, but I do own a Lamborghini as well. It doesn't look like this.
I love these cars. I'm a big fan.
I've had this one for a long time and just learned a lot on it, beating it to pieces and built it back up again.
I know what I'm doing most of the time. This wasn't even any metal behind it, it's just all Bondo.
They did a better job than I would. It can all be fixed. Yeah, I know you. I know your ulterior motives. But my God, does she look beautiful?
Yeah, amazing. Now it's a real race car.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it going where you're doing last minute race prep on set, right? I'm saying, honestly, you get enough tape on there, you don't even have to paint the fenders. You just blend it out, you don't even notice it. Welcome back to another episode of This vs. That. We're out here at Santa Margarita Ranch doing the drag racing thing.
This is kind of like the dream, I think, stock body FD setup.
What power are we making with this thing?
So I was not lying last week when I told you guys it was at 850. I put a new G42 1450 on there. We dynoed it 3 days ago, and we're at 1033 at the wheels.
It's absurd. What does it rev to? You want to do heads up, how far you want to go?
I'll go all the way.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's gonna be on, off.
Are you concerned about any birds at all, or flies maybe getting in there?
1500 from a dig. Let's do it.
Here we go. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go.
You're good, but remember, if you don't win, you can't come home. But if you do win, you come home, both of us. Have fun. Do a fat ass burnout, yeah? Yeah. Remember, pump your brakes. That's my boy.
Put your boy in the groove, man. Chris just laid down tracks the whole 1,000 feet. Don't feel bad. You could jump out there and crew him if you need.
I don't wanna do it. Hey,
No,
get
you're
out
not in
there.
our way. Do your thing.
The whole car is just. That's absolutely terrifying. That much power with those tires, it's just all over the place. We're gonna reinflate the tires because we just need more side to side. Insane.
I'm into the 20 right now.
That was.
You got fourth. That looked a little darty.
I was out of throttle. I was getting traction, but it's been a minute since I ran these specific tires, and the sidewall is just not there. Way more power than I was expecting. It's awesome.
Rob left as a driver and he's coming back as a passenger.
Damn, everything come on right there at that moment when he went kind of squirrely. That's fourth gear. That's when all that torque is just coming in. That's going to be the hardest part. That's what we're trying to tune down with the PSI and the wastegate. That's just going to be the hardest thing for us, especially if our boost creep. That's our minimum. Catch can. You want to switch the other tires?
Yeah, other tires. That's just straight up dangerous.
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
Traction doesn't help if I can't stay in a straight line.
Dude.
I want to bring the all-wheel drive 4-rotor back out. That's so much easier. So much easier.
It got swirly out there.
That was absolutely terrifying. With the all-wheel drive stuff, way easier, I'm not gonna lie. We overfilled the oil, and so the excess oil and blow-by is coming out, so we'll clear the catch can, swap to the drag radials, we're good.
Thank you.
My whole thing was I was at
Is that full?
Just a little bit. Jesus.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
That's a first.
What do you say about switching tires for more stability?
Jesus, this thing is scary.
Better. That was better.
Was he far in front of you when you almost hit him?
No,
He was close.
he was close. It felt much better.
I don't understand.
Dude, this thing
The launch was good.
Yeah, your launch was
Yeah.
sick, man. You got out.
Yeah. This is not what rotaries do. I want to tell you guys that. Rotaries don't make that sort of torque. This is
What's your insurance policy like?
Yeah. So Alex, your thing on the next race, you guys could just be closer together this time.
Yeah, I mean, we could do
You
that.
want to go roll or?
You won the best out of 3.
Yep.
So now if you guys can negotiate a bonus race.
Yeah, let me just go through the map and just pull as much power out as I can in those higher gears because the turbo just overloads it.
I'll roll to the 500.
Okay.
You want to do like a 30 roll to the 500?
I think Rob should set speed. 'Cause
Yeah,
that car
you
is in
set
boost
speed.
any gear. He's got to be in the right gear for it.
Go right into the donut. Right into the donut.
Okay.
Well, that is ultimate proof of too much power for rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, I
It
want to
does-
say this is probably the first rotary case of too much power, right?
Yeah.
In probably history.
I want to point out to you guys, I don't care win or lose. It's the fact of proving the car and showing that we just have unusable power. That proves the point I was saying over and over again at the dyno. And it's a beautiful problem to have, but we're gonna need Isaiah to do some magic to make that exhaust flow more properly because it's just, this was my chance to shake it down.
New header coming up.
Yeah.
You already know. So the one thing I thought we had over the car was, you know, we have 6-speed transmission and full interior, but apparently that's not enough. You can't win them all, you know.
Here we go. We are about to race